AOC is why the 35% rule exists. Okay? If you're unfamiliar, the 35% rule is the amount of leeway that I give an attractive woman when listening to her, because I feel it important to acknowledge that there's like 35% of me that actually wants to go along with whatever she says because I find her attractive. And that was a bad call when it comes to AOC, because when she first came out, man, I mean, he was rooting for her. Definitely. She was young, energetic. I'm sorry, but her chest is fantastic, all right? And she used to wear these like real tight shirts. So it's just like, damn, like I was distracted. I was completely distracted, which is why I kind of was on, yeah, go get him, sis, with her, when in all reality, she's a puppet. She was a plant and an actress. She's here from the Justice Democrats and the Young Turks. And she, along with Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, and Ilhan Omar, no, it can't trust them. Can't trust them at all. And we got this article here from Fox News because the establishment is definitely done with their nonsense. Dems lose patience with complete fraud, quote unquote, AOC. Rally to Pelosi's side by Brooks Singman. And it sucks too, because I do not like Nancy Pelosi either. They're all fraudsters. But the deal is that AOC is dangerous because she is not her own candidate. She's not her own representative. She's speaking for other people. With the Green New Deal, oh man, she didn't write that. Like, she is merely a shell for more nefarious actors. And it sucks, but at the same time, it's a good thing to see. It's a good thing to be able to single this out now, and it can get nipped in the bud. Because if you think there will not be more than a few challengers for like her and Miss Omar's and Miss Presley's and Miss Tlaib's seats, if you do not know the establishment, they are on their way. Okay, they are coming back to claim what is theirs. House Democrats and their allies are quickly losing patience with Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez over her office's nonstop sparring with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other long-serving members, suggesting the Speaker's dismissive comments towards her may represent the view of a growing section of the caucus. She's a complete fraud, one senior Democratic what? Oh, well, source, sorry. One senior Democratic source told Fox News on Friday, succinctly summing up members' frustration. The last straw for some was the lawmakers' claim that Pelosi was uniquely disrespectful to minority congresswomen, of which she is one. One senior lawmaker, who is black, scorched Ocasio-Cortez on Thursday for allegedly using the race card against the speaker, calling her comments so inappropriate. Some lawmakers have even turned the tables, arguing that a group aligned with her is targeting black lawmakers for potential primary challenges and questioning those comments. Her peers do not take her seriously, the senior Democratic source said Friday, adding they think it is absurd to call the speaker racist, offensive, and absurd. How dare you? I never. She's not racist. She's completely classist. Oh, no. See, that's the thing. At that level, race ain't got nothing to do with it, baby. It's about the money. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Oh, I'm not. You're damn right. They will cut a check if you black, green, blue, purple. Let me tell you something. Crab people can come out of the ground, and as long as they got a check that don't bounce, they will mess with them. All right. The source said Ocasio-Cortez, who won her seat after a stunning primary victory over longtime House Democratic Caucus Chairman Joe Crowley, has no power, despite her immense Twitter following and unique ability to at times command the news cycle. She is a nobody. She is a freshman member of Congress with no power. She is not worth the speaker's brain power, the source said, accusing her of starting needless distractions from serious issues and skipping meetings and conference calls in favor of media interviews, tweets, and glamour. In this building, it's all about how how many others you can bring along to your side. She maybe has 2 members, sometimes 4, the source added. The comments come as prominent members of the Congressional Black Caucus side with Pelosi. It's such a weak argument to say she was being picked on and that 4 women of color were being picked on by the speaker. Rep. William Lacey Clay, a member of the CBC, said Thursday night. It shows their lack of sensitivity to racism. To fall back on that trope is a weak argument. It has no place in a civil discussion. Clay added that it's going to take a process of maturing for those freshman members. They will have to learn to be effective legislators. The feud between Ocasio-Cortez and Pelosi escalated after Congress recently passed a border funding bill that Ocasio-Cortez and freshman reps Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and Ayanna Pressley all opposed. Do you see what I'm saying? They all got in with the help of, I think, Justice Democrats and TYT and that whole wing, that whole quote-unquote socialist wing of nut bars, man, for real. In an interview last weekend, Pelosi told the New York Times that all these people have their public whatever in their Twitter world, but they didn't have any following. They're 4 people, and that's how many votes they got. Ooh. A little scathing there. I know this story's been around for a while. I've been paying attention to it, but I just didn't get into the quotes before. Yeah, Pelosi's pulled the claws out. Ocasio-Cortez then told the Washington Post this week that the persistent singling out by the speaker was outright disrespectful and affected newly elected women of color. See, Blue Team? It's coming back to bite you on your behind. All your Hillary Clinton stuff. Oh, women, believe women and all this other stuff. And now here you go with your cat fight, which Miss Ocasio-Cortez called sexist. Republicans use it as a term to describe 2 women. Oh my goodness, this chick, man. But on Friday, when asked by Fox News how she would respond to criticism of playing the race card against Pelosi, Ocasio-Cortez fired back. What? That's stupidly untrue. Pelosi this week also warned lawmakers against tweeting negative things about colleagues. Asked Thursday about her ongoing spat with a New York lawmaker, Pelosi acknowledged how she recently addressed, at the request of my members, an offensive tweet that came out of one of the members' offices that compared centrist Democrats to segregationists. Always leaning on what's in the blood, ain't they? Always leaning on what happened to the descendants or the ancestors of descendants of American slavery. Because guess what? If they sat there and used their own stories, they wouldn't have shit to say. That tweet was authored and then deleted by Ocasio-Cortez Chief of Staff Chakrabarty. Our members took offense to that, Pelosi said, claiming her comments received a positive response. I addressed that. She added, I've said what I'm going to say. What I said in the caucus yesterday had an overwhelming response from my members because they know that what the facts are and what we are responding to. We respect the value of every member of our caucus. The diversity of all its wonderful it all is a wonderful thing. Diversity is our strength. Unity is our power. Even President Trump, who has clashed with Pelosi repeatedly since taking office, sided with her on Friday, calling Ocasio-Cortez disrespectful and maintaining that the speaker is not a racist. I mean, but according to Pelosi, how would he know, huh? I mean, that's the thing they keep using against him and battering him with. Further, Democrats are bristling at the meddling of Ocasio-Cortez aligned Justice Democrats, a progressive group looking to primary Democratic members, some of whom are part of the CBC. Guys, I have that story, and I will be bringing it to you shortly. It does make you wonder what's going on. Robin Kelly anchors another CBC member told The Hill. Some names that have been mentioned all seem to be people of color, and more so CBC members. The senior Democratic source, meanwhile, told Fox News that Justice Democrats don't have the ability to primary anyone. Tell that to Joe Crowley. No one is afraid of those nerds, the source said, referring to the Justice Democrats. The organization entered the fray on Friday as well, firing back at an aide who had The Hill. Ocasio-Cortez is a puppet. The group is funded by white liberals. If Nancy Pelosi wants unity, she should condemn the appalling comments made by a senior Democratic aide about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, just as Democrats tweeted. Man, it is getting real in the field. See, I gotta say, like, nobody's hands are clean, because ultimately I don't like Pelosi either. I'm not a fan of neither one of these ladies. But what Ocasio-Cortez represents is something that I feel is wholly un-American and looks to destroy this country. What her, Tlaib, Omar, what they represent, and Presley, what they represent, and what, I mean, at least for me, and I'm going to say alleged and all those other great terms to keep me from, being legally liable. But in my opinion, they are here to destroy this country, and you can say good, and if you do, guess what? We are on separate sides of this, because my ancestors died. My ancestors were murdered building this place, helping build this place. And so this is my inheritance, and I would like for my inheritance to be here for my children, honestly, because this is home. I was explaining to an elected representative how, you're a Native American, my dude, because you were born here, and it's been 200 and some change years, and they've been bumpy as hell. But to be where we are as opposed to where we were is a fantastic thing. And you got people who are just happy to sit here tossing socialism, which is honestly a few steps from communism, and just light it all on fire. I'm not with that at all. So, with that being said, all the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss it a like. If you dislike it, go ahead, do that too. I ain't scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get more videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube's definitely not going to. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? I mean, do you get flustered by a giant set of chesticles? I mean, because she's not, AOC is not unattractive, okay? She's a good looking chick. And that's the thing. That's why I made up the 35% thing, because when she first came out, I'm like, all right, cool, bet. That's what it is. Because I wanted to believe her. Like, you want to believe good looking people. It's human nature. I'm serious. They've done studies on this type of stuff, so there's absolutely no shame in it. But everybody's sitting there, they want to, instead of doing biology and stuff like that, they want to talk about gender and non-existent BS. Anyways, until the next one.